Hey everyone, and welcome to this tutorial, where we'll walk you through how to onboard and get started with ExSign, a cloud-based service for stamping signatures on Microsoft 365 emails. Onboarding and getting started with the ExSign for Microsoft 365 is a two-step process. The first step involves signing up for a 14-day free trial through the ExSign client portal and linking your Microsoft 365 tenant to the service. The second step consists of signing in to the ExSign portal for signature management and creating your first signatures through it. So let's begin and see how it works. To get started with ExSign for Microsoft 365, go to lms.hostingcontroller.com/mp. Click the free 14-day trial button and sign up using your Microsoft account. Clicking the button opens the Microsoft sign-in page. ExSign uses OAuth authentication to sign you in, so it never reads or stores your credentials. Your credentials are perfectly safe as they are passed directly to Microsoft and not to ExSign. Provide your Microsoft account email and password. Sign up with a Microsoft 365 Global Administrator, as this user has the highest level of administrative privileges and is required for onboarding a new Microsoft 365 tenant. To stay signed in, press the Yes button. Once you do so, you will be logged into the ExSign client portal. This is where you manage your Microsoft 365 tenants, their subscriptions, and billing. Now, before you can start creating signatures, you'll need to register your Microsoft 365 tenant with ExSign. It will also start a 14-day free trial for the tenant. Click the Add New Tenant button. You will again be asked to sign in with your Microsoft account and again sign in with the Microsoft 365 Global Administrator of the tenant. This is because the user needs to register an Azure app and therefore requires the necessary permissions to do so. Once signed in, click Next. ExSign will automatically start creating the Azure app, and in the process will display the app name and client secret. Next, you'll need to set the app permissions. To proceed, you'll be prompted to log in again to grant the necessary access. Since Microsoft hasn't published the app, it will ask for the necessary permissions to access certain resources in your organization. Proceed by accepting the requested permissions. Be sure to copy and securely save the client's secret, as it's displayed only once and won't be visible again. Then click Next. ExSign will then begin fetching all mail-enabled groups in your organization and display them for selection. Select a group within the tenant that will receive the signatures. Signatures will only be stamped on the members of this group. They will not be stamped on any users outside the group. Then select the tenant suffix and hit the Next button. The next step in line is the connector deployment. ExSign requires you to create 2 connectors in your Microsoft 365 organization. One is an inbound connector and the other is an outbound connector. Connectors reroute your email through ExSign and can be automatically deployed while onboarding an organization. Before deploying the connectors, you'll be prompted to sign in again with your Microsoft account. Go ahead and complete the sign-in. ExSign will then display the previously selected mail-enabled group whose members will receive the signatures. Hit the Save and Review button. Finally, you will be presented with a summary of your tenant details. Review the summary carefully, and that's it. You are all set to commence your 14-day trial of the Microsoft 365 tenant. Now, proceed to log in to the ExSign portal, the signature management interface of the service. This is where you create rules for your signatures and disclaimers, and design signatures with the help of an editor. Log in to the interface with the same Microsoft 365 Global Administrator account you used to create the tenant. To learn more about the ExSign portal and to see how to create your first signatures through it, visit the link or see the link in the description. To verify the same settings at the back end, visit portal.azure.com and hit the Microsoft Entra ID button. Go to App Registrations to see your registered app. Click the app to see its details, such as the client ID, tenant ID, and client secret. To view all the permissions granted to the application, click the API Permissions button. Visit admin.exchange.microsoft.com to view the Mailflow rule and the 2 connectors required to stamp signatures on the tenant. The rule can be verified under the Rules button, while the inbound and outbound connectors can be verified under the Connectors button. Contact us today for more details on ExSign.